When should you walk away from a relationship?
Mm.
Okay? Walk away
That's a really
from a
good question.
relationship.
I'm gonna keep this answer mature.
I mean, I can go first just to get it out of the way.
Oh, go ahead, man.
I
Go
think you
ahead.
should leave. I think you should leave a relationship when you realize that either the two of you are on different pages, that the two of you maybe aren't on the same page as in, okay, I want marriage. He just wants somebody to mess around with in the relationship. Or if you realize it's bringing out the worst in you, not the best. And especially for men, if they feel like they're being dragged down instead of pushed. So, and this is for women too. If your relationship is not making you better, but making you worse, you need to leave. You need to find something different. Because, first of all, you can only love someone to the extent that you love yourself. And if you aren't solid, then you're going to become that person that you can't love or can't love you. They don't love themselves. They're you or that person, you're gonna drag the both of you down. So if you realize it's not good, don't stay in it because you're like, oh well, I'll never find love again. No, 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 no. It's like you probably will. But if it's a bad relationship and you're the problem, you should leave for the other person. Or if it's a thing of I think they want marriage and I'm just here for a good time, not a long time. Be honest up front, so then we don't waste each other's time. That's all.
Like, this
Absolutely.
antagonist.
Communication.
Yeah.
Um. Okay. Um. When the process of even being around that person or hearing that you might have to deal with that person is beginning to just piss you the fuck off. That might be a little too late, but that's to me that's a clear cut sign. Yeah, you just in this bitch because you like either having a title of your relationship or you used to being with that person. But other than that, I don't know much, but I would definitely say, yeah, if I'm at the point where I'm just like, damn, I gotta go see this motherfucker. Yeah, it's time to go.
I like that.
It's time to go. Otherwise, you ain't helping nobody. Ain't nobody helping the other.
I feel it. Cause then you just dragging along.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That was the kids called toxic today.
This did he say what the okay? Um, I'm not gonna let him. Not gonna let him do it. Hold on. Can you repeat the question again, sir? This man just fucked me up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I got you. When should you walk away from a relationship?
Uh, I feel like if we're not on the same page, like how I put this, I'm gonna put it like this. I'm gonna give you the same vibe that you give me. So if I'm feeling like you holding back or you not giving out the same energy that I'm putting forth, then I'm like, okay, something's not right here. And if I continue to feel like that energy is still being drained and I'm still putting forth more effort, that's when I'm just gonna cut ties. Like, okay, I'm not about to keep putting on putting forth all my effort and shit and you just sitting here dragging along. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's all I was gonna say.
Um, I respect that. Honestly, I think that um, I think a lot of it is going to be off of communication. If like
Mm-hmm.
if I am noticing that there's things that's going on in the relationship, and we talk about it, and I say, hey, so this, these are things that I'm noticing that you're doing, or things that are like coming off as this way, or I'm perceiving how you are showing me, that you care for me in a different way. If we talk about it and then like it seemed like everything just keeps going back to you doing the same thing, or vice versa, if you tell me that there's some stuff that I'm doing that's not, working in the relationship and you just keep seeing the same thing, I mean, we should both be able to be mature enough to know when to cut it off and say, hey, before this gets worse, or before we get, into a situation where it seems like we're in a toxic situation, let's just go ahead and let's move on from this before we both get damaged. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that is a mature way to handle that, and a way for you to actually have that conversation without it seeming like, you're trying to be sneaky, or you're trying to be, funny in the relationship. And with that being said, I think there are a lot of people that need to understand there is a mature level to that on both ends. Like, just because somebody's not feeling it doesn't mean that you need to turn around and force them to be with you. That's
Cool.
not what that is. Like, you can still have a relationship, or you can still have something from that relationship without it having to go fully to, go south. You can still have something. You can still learn when to cut it off, and then still have a good process from it. You know what I'm saying? To still have something that is good from that relationship without it fully going south. But yeah, if you can't, then I mean
That also depends on the individual too.
Hold up. Okay, I'm sorry. I've been holding that in this entire time.
Know when to hold on.
Thank you. Oh
Know
God.
when to
No, when
walk
to walk.
away.
That in the entire time.
Know when to
Every
run.
time
You
you say
better count
you gotta know
your
when
money.
to run, like, gotta know when
When
to
you're
run.
sitting at the table.
Yeah.
Oh, you gone? Okay.
That's fair.
I'm sorry. I held it in the entire time.
I appreciate
There were like
it.
three
It was-
different times where I wanted to do it. I'm sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say, and she talks about us, yet you see firsthand how she hops right the fuck in. It just starts up some shit, but claims
That's how I started. I just threw
that
in a
it's
couple
us
of
the whole
songs.
time. But she claims if you go back, if you rewind the footage, you will go back and see that she claims that it is not her, but yet it is us.
Why?
99% of the time it is.
If
Remember-
you go back
Remember when we were trying to make a
and
podcast
rewind,
that was just
if you go back
sound, just
and
audio,
rewind, if you go
you
back
and Felipe
and rewind the
my
tape,
introduction
I
mid-sentence
will.
and went on a
I will
singing
let y'all
spree
know
for 18
that
minutes.
she has said
Remember that?
she is not
Felipe
the one
remembers.
who is the one who starts this buffoonery.
Not even.
Yet. Not even
Felipe knows. That's
over
why.
a minute ago
That's why
now.
he has the face of, oh, you right. I remember that podcast. That was a fun podcast, though. That was really fun.
He looking like that because of the church run I hit.
So
It threw him off.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you with us during such a great episode. You got a chance to really see us like explain a lot of stuff and just have some, buffoonery on the side, because apparently we just hitting old church notes that apparently is just happening. I guess that's what we're doing now. Apparently we just
Yes, Lord.
Okay. You're not okay. Thank you for being here with us. Again, this is another episode of Camp